to be their engineer, former good friend because he passed away a number of years ago. So nice to have Dave McCartney playing Pink Flamingo here at Galaxy. It is 22 away from lunchtime noon here in New Zealand Standard Time too, by the way. 24.7 degrees. I won the weather thing this morning, even though Barbara wasn't paying part in it. Basically, we've been that busy, I've got to be honest with you. It's Wednesday too, by the way, middle of the week. It is May 25, and I tell you what, folks, let me do this.
Galaxy. Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107fm in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music Network.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I'm sorry, crew. I hit the button twice. I shouldn't have done that. But you know something? Got to welcome along everybody that's joining us live on Facebook Live right now. And at the same time, if you're going to watch it a little later on over there on YouTube, you know what to do, right? No, you do. You seriously, by now, you really do, honest. You know, sub, thumb, bell, bingo. It's that quick, eh? Sub, thumb, bell notifications when we have important people like Ali Randolph joining us, coming out of North Carolina. Believe me, absolutely pleasure to catch up with our good friend again. It is. Thumb, just get epileptic, you know. Yeah, go on, hit that thing. Be over friendly with it. Go on, show us you love us. And of course, sub, why not subscribe? Be a part of the Galaxy family. No longer the Galaxy army. No, it's now the noise. It is growing exponentially, believe me. It is getting loud. Be a part of the noise. You're right, here at Galaxy. But I tell you what, well, I don't know whether she's going to like this or not, but I think production are having a bit of fun, actually. Check this out. Here's Ali Randolph back here at Galaxy, way back in the day. A little bit of Black Limousine.
And now, it's time for a classic.
Time for a classic. You guys are funny. Oh, dear. Which part of North Carolina are you in?
We're in western North Carolina, so we're like right around Asheville. A lot of people know, more central to that.
Okay. No, we were in Greensboro just a wee while ago, if you know what I mean.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we're just hopping down the road, really, aren't we?
Wow. Well, yeah, not too long. It's about, 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours or so from us.
Yeah. We do the same trip to the dairy.
Okay.
Our dairy's on the corner, by the way. We're in a little cul-de-sac thing. Gosh, people are still requesting Black Limousine.
That's awesome. That's exciting to hear.
They really are. And believe me, it's a huge hit. I mean, back in the day when we did that, it was big, right? But, people are still requesting it, quite a lot through the time.
Wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. It just makes you feel good.
Well, it's true. Well, I'm not going to tell you why. I'm sorry. Really not. Now, you may see me making some funny body gestures every now and again or something like that. It's because my on-air producer is talking to me, giving me stats, bits of information, questions from fans, all that sort of stuff. So if you see that...
everyone.
Forgive me.
I totally understand.
Well,
we got to do that on stage too, turn the monitor up, one leg up in there, one arm out, all the little
exactly.
Little
Exactly. Most women actually like this idea because my on-air producer is actually my wife.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, not only do they love the idea, she gets paid legally to do it.
Nice. Well, you can't beat that. She can keep you in line, right?
Well, sometimes she's talking to me in words I shouldn't repeat. But that's usually because, well, she can't throw things at me right now, and I've usually said something I shouldn't have.
Oh, yeah. Well, if I see a boot go flying by, I'll know what's going on.
Oh, yeah. Believe me, she's very handy with a flip-flop. It's like a boomerang or something.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, let's go to the desk, my friend, and believe me, through this I'll let you know how many countries, how many cities, how many people were in on this interview, because, well, since the last time we spoke, we've gone up a lot.
Yeah.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. So happy to have everybody joining us. And you know something, I'm really excited because Ali Randolph has come back to join us, coming out of North Carolina. And well, it's been a little while, a long time between drinks, I must admit. And I did ask her if there was still a black limousine in the mix. Apparently not. It's been upgraded to a Rolls Royce. I feel so, you know.
Yeah.
Me and my Toyota are doing fine, really.
Oh, yeah.
Nice to have you back, Ali. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you guys for having me. Just been rocking and rolling and living life and doing what we love to do.
Well, tell me about this, actually, because since the last time we've spoken, there's been a pandemic era. How did that affect you?
It affected us, like North Carolina, it affected a lot, but thank the Lord for Tennessee, because Tennessee never really completely shut down. So a lot of our shows that got canceled in North Carolina, and we play in Tennessee a lot anyway, we just were able to transition over that way. So really for us, we played, quite a bit. During that first little part of it, that first shutdown, we had a couple months off, but then after that we were back wide open. And it was great. Everybody was still coming out, still doing. So we just, Tennessee carried us on through.
But, I'm very jealous because here in New Zealand, we haven't been able to do, much of anything, to be very honest with you. Just recently, we've started opening up our borders now to the Australians.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard that right. The Australians. They just stayed in the ditch from us. Our West Island, we'll claim it. We will.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we are looking very seriously at opening up to the rest of the world very shortly, as long as you're vaccinated or, have proof of. Which,
yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things, really. But, if you abide by the rules, we're going to get there faster, I feel. You know what I mean? So,
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm down, as long as we can get back to work anytime soon. Ali, we were discussing, well, you said to me you wouldn't mind coming to New Zealand. I want to talk about that very shortly, but we opened up the show, of course, with Black Limousine. And the last time we caught up, this was a fantastic track, and it's still being requested today, I've got to be honest with you. Let's go back down memory lane. Tell us a bit about the lyrics and the meaning of the Black Limousine.
The Black Limousine, that song just pretty much just sums me up. If you listen to it, it goes through and it just says that I am who I am, and, I wouldn't give up my ways of living for, anything else. I love riding my horses and being out, outside doing different things, and I'm one of those girls, I can put on my cowboy boots or my high heels. So, I just do what I need to do when I need to do it.
I like that, I really do. Barbara's pretty much the same. She has a sheep farm where she lives, if you know what I mean. She's a country girl at heart, but then she comes and puts up with me. She needs a
So we can roll in the mud, but we can dress up too.
And I tell you what, she's very rock star today, I've got to be honest with you. She's saying to me that she knew that you were coming, so believe me, she had to turn it on. She really did. Having said that, Lisa Saunders is joining us now. Let me tell you about this, because this is fantastic. You may have caught it briefly in the intro there. Currently, we are very happy and very proud to say that we are now in association with Rise Up TV, Big Records, Sony Music, The Orchard, and Galaxy. We're all in partnership now, we really are. So Yeah, and of course, one of the executives of Rise Up TV and Big Records is watching right now, so you never know, they might get in touch. Now, check this out. This is really fantastic, too. What they do is they go around picking up artists and they take them on tour. Literally, do it on this big bus with a TV crew. Now, most things that are on the road stay on the road, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These don't, right?
Yeah, well, not when you got a TV crew.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, we always laugh every time we go to shows because we either go one or two ways. The band will go in one vehicle and the party crew will come down in the van or the bus, or we'll all just ride together and we laugh and we say, we need a camera in here for some of the crazy stuff that goes on because we have some characters that go along with us. I mean, you got Mom and all the girls, and they're wide eyes open, so it's definitely a show whenever we're out putting on a show. So everybody gets a little bit of fun on the stage and off the stage. So.
Well, believe me, that's what this is all about. Just that, encapsulated, of course, on television into a documentary, stuff like that. These guys are actually coming to New Zealand. They're actually going to be doing a few shows here in New Zealand with a number of the artists that we interview. They're bringing artists that we interview. Primarily, would you believe, they're going to be doing a documentary about Galaxy up and down the country with these artists, everything like that. So, believe me, it's an absolute pleasure to be able to work with them. Pamela is also on board. Nice to have you on board, Pamela. It really is. Another Rise Up TV and Big Records executive. Emery Shea. Hello, Emery. Gosh, it's been a while since we've caught up. Believe me, I want to have a chat to you in the near future, see where you've been, what you've been doing, and, just catch up a little bit, have a little waggle of the tongue. What do you reckon? How's Mum, too, by the way? I hope she's doing well. Having said that, she goes, hi, Ali Randolph. I love her. This is a young artist. Do you know Emery Shea?
And that was, yes, I do, yeah.
Yeah, believe me, I'm a big fan of Anne-Marie Shea, so I've got to be honest with you. Unfortunately, though, her very first radio interview ever happened to be with me.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool.
And as I say to everybody, Ali, and as I'm going to say to you, if you need a psychiatrist after this, I actually have one in your backyard.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. Now, Pamela Tozer Harbottle says, we here at Big Records and Rise Up TV are so excited to bring the tour to New Zealand. Believe me, we are chomping at the bit. People like Tim Steinreich join us here in New Zealand. We love Tim. Also, a number of other artists that we have from you guys as well, literally. So it's going to be a fantastic show. But Pamela, got to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to meeting you, Mark, and Lisa, and the rest of the crew as well. Not just the artists, really. And, Anne-Marie, you never know. We might be able to get you down here, down under in the near future as well, with Ali Randolph. Now, Ali, I walked in on the conversation that you actually know a good friend of ours, Jody Medford.
Yeah, Jody, he's so awesome. He's a good friend, and we get to play shows together every now and then, and it's just always a blast. He's just a number one guy.
Well, I kind of like him as well, if you know what I mean. He's a good friend to Galaxy as well. So next time you get together with him, do me a favour, will you? Give him a poke in the eye for me.
Oh, no. All right, will do. I'll probably see him in June, if not before, so.
Okay, well, we are undergoing negotiations right now with American Blonde and Jody Medford to come here and tour in New Zealand.
Wow.
Why don't you have a chat to Jody and see if you can jump on the bandwagon? You never know. We might be able to do a bit of a three-way kind of deal and put some New Zealand artists on stage with you as well. Maybe about 6 or 7 shows here in New Zealand, and then maybe about 8 to 10 shows in Australia, only because they're a little bit bigger.
Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing. It's on my bucket list to come there one way or another, so.
Well, do you know much about New Zealand?
Some, but not a whole lot. I just know it's beautiful, and I know Jody likes to fish, so I'm sure he's chomping at the bit to come there to do that.
Mate, I'll take him downtown. Literally, there's a stream that runs through our town. We're just around it anyway. Pure clear water trout in it.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
You know, so they won't be safe when Jody comes here, that's for sure.
Not at all.
But at the same time, and believe me, I know Jody is a wonderful sportsman in his own right. In fact, I was saying to a friend of mine the other day, you know, how do you know a hooker? And
Yeah? How?
he says, well, that's easy. That's the guy with the rod in his hand.
Oh, how funny. I love it. I got my guys all the time, so everybody's got fun jokes.
Well, I'll let you borrow that one. I really will. Now, having said that, let me give you the skinny on New Zealand very, very quickly because I'm being told I've got to move on very shortly. But we're made up of 3 islands. Right down the very bottom of New Zealand is a little island called Stewart. Now, it's the only island that ever really got a name. I mean, Stewart is a nice manly name, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, okay. Well, you know, whoever named New Zealand after that ran out of imagination because they called... the next one was called South.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and following South, of course, you've got...
Yeah. You got the other side, north. You got north and south. And...
There you go. So that's New Zealand, all in a nutshell. Now, everybody, as soon as you mention New Zealand, the first thing they say is, oh, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, how funny.
Which is brilliant, actually, because it did put us on the map. And I've got to be honest with you, Peter Jackson, I actually went to university with the guy.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's currently on New Zealand's richest list, would you believe? And I know why.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I went to university with him, he wouldn't buy a beer.
Too tough to eat what he wanted.
Yeah, believe me, he was one of those guys who drink your beer but buy one.
Yeah.
No wonder he's on the rich list now. But believe me,
Funny.
you should see some of his earlier works. Believe me, they're amusing. They really are. And I can give you a list of some. My gosh, uni students. Uni students. You know what they're like, right?
What is it?
Yeah, uni students. You know what they're like.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe me, you have a look at some of these, you'll go, yeah, uni student, I know what that's like. Believe me. I've done a lot of growing between now and then, I've got to be honest. Now, having said that, I want to talk to you about Love Me Now.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to or what?
Oh, yeah. Well, I actually wrote that song on the way to a show, and the muse behind that song, believe it or not, actually came from Game of Thrones. So I was on my way to a show, and I was driving. The boys was in the back all talking and doing their thing, and all of a sudden I was just like, you know, all Jon Snow had to do was love her, and then he just put a knife in her back, you know, and I just kept thinking about that, and I don't know, that song just kind of came to be, so that was the influence behind that song, believe it or not. So
I got to be honest with you, Ali. I find when I talk to a lot of artists, and believe me, since we've last spoken, I've spoken to a huge amount of artists, the ones that people will write down on a McDonald's napkin or the 5-minute song, you know what, the inspirational, they are the ones, not only are they the best, but they have longevity. They have the best life form of them, you know, overall. So I'm loving this. Check this out, guys. Ali Randolph and Love Me Now, right here at Galaxy. How you feeling? You don't need a stiff drink or anything?
I'm good at the moment. Hanging right in there. Maybe in a little while.
Forgive me, I'm an asthmatic.
Oh, it's all good.
She works in a hospital.
I'll tell you what, the dang pollen and stuff's been so bad here the last little bit. It's just unreal.
Believe me, we're in between 3 cities. We're in a little milling town, to be very honest with you. And the reason why we did that, we all moved from the biggest city in New Zealand down here purely for economics reasons. We can do this anywhere. Why spend $1 million a month when you can spend, a few thousand or something, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I don't blame you at all.
And it's
Thanks, Mark.
yeah, well, it does make good advice, but the thing is, it's never hurt our image or reputation, if you know what I mean, just doing the move. So
Yeah.
and, well, we've been talking to a few since the last time we caught up, I've got to be honest. I got to ask, because I ask everybody this, Ali. Are you a vegetarian?
No.
You're not. You're a meatologist like me?
Yes.
Cool.
I don't think I could be a vegetarian.
No,
So no meat.
The reason I ask, Ali, is, well, have you ever tried a vegan sausage?
I have not, no, and I don't really plan on it.
Well, I want to know if they're made of real vegans or not.
Oh yeah? I don't know. My boss at work eats a lot of that stuff, so
Okay.
she says it's pretty good, but I don't know. I'll just stick with the real deal.
Anything that's named with toad to start with, I don't want to put in my mouth. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm sorry. Toad what? Food? No. Thank you. How
Pass on that.
many cities are online this month? 189 countries? 189 countries hooked in right now. How many cities?
Oh wow, that's awesome.
1124 cities. Oh, that's not bad. 1,124 cities. Thank you for joining us.
Awesome.
Oh, believe me, we have grown so much. We really, really have.
That's when you say hey to all y'all.
Oh, absolutely.
Y'all, that's all y'all.
That's what we call the noise these days, because it just gets louder and louder by the day. It really does.
That's wonderful. I'm so glad. That's great.
When I go out on stage, the first thing I say is, "Where's my noise?" It just goes, they eat it up.
Bring it on.
Literally, they eat it up. They really do. Ali, I would love to see you here in New Zealand, and I'd love to be able to have you playing up and down the country with your band and everything like that.
Jody and American
Keep in touch with Barbara, because she's the manager of Aurora Entertainments. And now that we're looking at opening up borders and stuff, why not entertain the idea of getting you down here? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It'd be amazing. We would love that.
Let's go back to the desk. Now, Ali, I've just had a question from a young lady coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and she's saying, are you looking at doing a tour? When can I go and see you in my backyard?
Oh yeah, you can go to our website at alirandolphband.com, and then we are going to be playing in Hickory. I think our next date there is in August, but Hickory's not far outside of Charlotte, and it's a really awesome venue. It's a big venue, a big stage, big sound. Yeah, it's one of the largest, longest running clubs in that area. So they've got a really cool place, and I would suggest to come out and party with us there.
Okay, well, Nessie, I hope, Nessie, that actually answered your question. It really does. Now, I do have other fan questions for you, Ali, and one of them is, as a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker? But more importantly, Ali, do you respond?
Well, I try my best to. I get a lot of stuff and I have a lot of stuff going on in life and trying to manage and run the band, so I try to get back with everybody. It may not be as fast as they want it to be, but it's just me, so I try to get back as swiftly as I can. But we are on Facebook, you can message us through the website at alirandolphband.com. And then I do have a TikTok that I've started, so we're doing that. So y'all please go online and follow us, and on Facebook, Ali Randolph Band, and on TikTok. I'm a newer TikToker, so I'm trying to get, more and more stuff to put on there. But I think I'm going to start doing just some kind of, questions people ask and some answers to those and things like that on there as well, just to kind of get things flowing and who I am and all that jazz. So.
Somebody accused me the other day of being a Redditor. I went, what the hell is that? What's a Reddit? Well, I found out afterwards. I had to go and find out. I really did. Now, having said that as well, on your website, do you have a merch store? Can we buy product from you?
Yeah, you can order T-shirts, and then you can order the actual CDs, on there. So I've got like the Love Me Now CD that we can send to you, and you can download it and stream it on any music download site or streaming sites. So it's got all of our music on there.
Now, you shouldn't have done that, because even my producer says to me, now you're going to ask for some copies to do some giveaways, aren't you? Yes, how would you like to send me a t-shirt? And believe me, this actually works subliminally while we're doing interviews. People go and have a look to see who I'm wearing today. Today, Nickel Slot's good friends of ours, literally. And I've had people say, I've been guilty of it, watching your interview, but I'm on the interwebby thing, finding out who you're wearing, so I can go and get one as well. So, believe me, Nickel Slots, well worth it.
I'll just do a crazy-ass mama shirt.
Do that, and make it pink. Make it pink. I love pink. I'm good at
it. You like pink?
Yeah. Goes with my eyes.
Yeah.
A little bloodshot. Yeah, absolutely. I kind of like pink. I don't mind. When women, say, what colour do you want? I say pink. They go, really?
Yeah.
I
know. Hey. They say real men wear pink, so.
I'm metrosexual in the colours.
Yeah.
It's the only way to put it. Now, having said that, pain. You wouldn't experience a lot of that, would you?
No, well, pain, actually, I wrote that song a long time ago. I mean, like, probably 10 plus years ago, before I ever really even brought it out to the guys to play. And it hits people differently, because people take, different ways about it. But when I originally wrote it, it was, we had a transition in the band. We had a player that, was moving back home, and closer to family and all that. So it kind of sometimes when you write, it starts out one way and then it goes a completely different way. So that's kind of where it started. But then I just took it and kind of went with that pain of losing somebody in general. So it's going to hit people differently. But I have to say that our guitar player Dan just graduated in October with his degree in studio engineering, so he actually tracked that song and Let Me Down down in his studio, and done a fantastic job, and I'm super excited, because with that happening, that just means we can get more music out and a whole lot quicker, because it costs so much to record. People don't realize that, so we got a lucky horseshoe in our back pocket there.
Well, I got to be honest with you, Ali. I've been an engineer now for almost 40 years. I've worked in some of the most prestigious recording studios, not only here in New Zealand, but around the world. And you can tell you're an engineer. Job well done. I can't fault it, literally. Now, I do, as an engineer, listen to music, not as a fan, but as an engineer, as a DJ, as a salesperson for music. And I investigate it. I want to know how it's done. So believe me, he's done a hell of a job. And I recommend that you keep hold of that young man, literally. But in the meantime, here at Galaxy is Ali Randolph and Pain. No, I'm very serious. He's done a very good job. He really has.
He did an amazing job. We actually had the first 3 songs recorded over at Echo Mountain in Asheville. And they do a phenomenal job there. It's an amazing studio. It's in a church, really high ceilings, beautiful, nice experience. But I'm super excited to do some more recording now. So he's got the knack for it, I do believe. And then he laid down the guitar tracks on those as well. So
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, you know something? I spoke to an engineer just prior to speaking to you, coming out of Nashville as well. And, you know, I'm really impressed with the work that's coming out these days. I may be a little old in the tooth, you know, I really might be. But, you know, I can appreciate damn good work as well. So, for not only Ali and for Sonny King and for everybody else in the music world, keep up that good stuff and send it to us. Send it to us, literally. Let us promote you, please. Ali, you know, we're coming up to Pedal to the Metal. Now, I got to let you know, 751 requests for Pain. It's slowly starting to get momentum. Whereas Pedal to the Metal is, you've got 1,700 requests, over 1,700, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of difference there. I think it's because of the songs themselves, the different momentums and everything, but I think...
Yeah, got two totally different, you know, ends of the spectrum.
But you're way up over 3,500 with Crazy Mama.
Oh, yeah, awesome. I love it.
Does that say something or what?
That says something. Everybody loves that song at shows. Everybody's coming up and they're like, oh, you know, that's me and my mom, or that's, you know, my mom, and they buy t-shirts, you know, and stuff for their mom or themselves. So it's, yeah, that one's been a major hit.
Well, at least you haven't tried to sell Mum yet.
Oh, yeah, not yet.
Not yet. Believe me, I know somebody who tried to sell their mother, I really do.
Oh, my goodness. They were waiting on the highest bidder, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. That's funny.
We keep her around. She's become almost like the band mascot. I said, I think people are more excited to see her than they are us now, because when we go to shows, they're like, where's your mama? Is your mama coming? Where's all the crew, you know? So they definitely leave an impact on the whole venues before we, you know, get out of there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. In fact, you're going to have to bring Mum with you when you come over.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, that's all my life. She's like, if I get to go on any trip, I want to go to, you know, Australia and all around in that area. So that's on her bucket list as well.
Well, yeah, we'll take her to Australia as well. But we're not Australia. We're not. No. We got a better football team.
Well,
you tell your mother, if she hooks up with me here in New Zealand, the only thing she needs to remind herself about, bail money.
Gotcha.
Right.
Bail money to bring her ID.
Yeah, believe me, because we could get into trouble. We could.
Yeah.
Pedal to the Metal is next, my friend. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I'm having a ball today, I got to be honest with you, because a good friend of ours, Ali Randolph, coming out of North Carolina, has come back to say, hi Grant, nice to see you again. Yeah, what are you going to put me through today? Well, I tell you what, check this out, Ali. I was talking about Rise Up TV. Well, pretty much 99% of the executives are watching right now. Tim Steinreich's on board as well. Now, let me tell you about Tim. He's a real metalhead, a good friend of ours. He really is. Does a superb takeoff of ZZ Top. He really, really does. Got the beard and everything. He's lead singer of the band The Mighty One. But also, he's an executive with Rise Up TV, big records, all that sort of stuff. He does podcasts, does interviews, all of that. And when I first met him, because I reached out to him, I says, hey Tim, do you mind if we play your music? He goes, who the hell are you and what the hell do you want?
Yeah, so wait a minute, what?
So in the end, you know, we became very, very good friends. These days, He is so busy, it is not funny. It really isn't. But what it says to me is you've pretty much got the encapsulated management of Rise Up TV watching you right now. This is, these guys are busy to take the time out of the day to talk and watch us. I'm really impressed. Well done. This is good.
Thank you, guys.
You never know. They might have you on their bus after all.
Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome.
Well, I tell you what, they were in New York not so long ago. They, just, what was it, about a month ago? They were over there in New York. No longer than that, I'm pretty sure. Kicking up a bit of fun. They really were. And if you know Tim Steinreich like I know Tim Steinreich, it would be a ball. Absolutely.
We're all about some fun, good times.
Absolutely. I tell you what you are going to have to do is bring me a mason jar when you come over.
I can do that. Can do.
I'm going to hold you to that one. I really, really am, because I like a good drop, especially if it comes out of the Appalachians.
Oh yeah, we've got some good stuff. I'm more partial to the fruit flavors myself.
As you would be. I get it. I really do. Have you ever seen the movie or the TV series Moonshiners?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some of it, even. Well, Jody Method, what do I need to say? Even he's, well, okay, let's not go on with that. I'm sorry, boss. She's going, no, stop that before you get yourself. Believe me. I'm trying to get Jody to bring one of the guys from the TV series over. He's a good friend of ours, Josh. Owen.
Yeah, Josh, yeah.
Yeah. We promised to build a still for him so that he can go straight to work when he gets here.
Yeah, exactly. That works good. Don't have to worry about,
Exactly.
Don't have to worry about no doors bringing. Just make it while you're there.
Well, it's legal here.
Oh, yeah. Well, it is here, too, like in, if you're in the ABC stores with it, but,
Okay. Fair enough. Now, at the same time, Ali, let me go back a little bit, because way back in the recesses of my brain, which isn't that good these days, you did a song about Popcorn Sutton, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Bingo. I knew I was right. I really, really did. Unfortunately, we're not going to play it today, but, what a missed hero he is, to be honest with you.
Absolutely, yes, sir, he is. And the music video is on YouTube, so everybody can go check that out. And it's got his wife Pam in it, and some footage from the documentary in there as well. And we actually got the last footage of the still where the feds came in and busted everything up when they did the raid on his building there. So it's And we'll be playing the Popcorn Sutton Festival in June as well, because his wife Pam, she does that every year. So it's a really cool thing. A lot of the moonshiners come there and a lot of music, so we're playing. I'm excited for that. Miss Pam, she's an awesome lady, and can't wait to see her.
Now, at the same time, and believe me, I'm sure Pam hears this all the time, but when you do see Pam next, tell her that she's got a lot of respect from a little radio station down under in New Zealand, will you?
Absolutely will. Yes, sir.
Pass the love. Now, I want to talk to you about the Josie Awards. You have won quite a few over the years. How many have you actually taken away from the Josies?
Let's see. I got artist. Artist. Like four? Let's see, is it? Because we got Artist of the Year last year for Southern Rock, and then we're in that category this year. And then actually got in for Entertainer of the Year, Female Entertainer of the Year, and then Love Me Now for Song of the Year, and then EP of the Year for the CD. So we've got some upcoming stuff as well.
The reason why I say that, Ali, is that you also know the Queen here at Galaxy, of course, country music. We're talking about Michelle Lee, 13 times Josie Award winner. I think you're in the mix here. I think you're catching up, maybe.
Yeah, well, we're just rocking and rolling, doing our thing. We just we appreciate the Josie Awards and what they do, you know, recognizing, you know, independent artists, and I just keep my head down and I do my thing, and you know, we make our music and just, you know, that's it. We let the proof be in the pudding, you know. I'm not one to toot my own horn, so I just do what I love to do. So, you know.
Toot away, come on, this is what the stage is for, come on. You know, if you're going to catch up with Michelle Lee, though, I got to say, you might have to put the pedal to the metal. You want to tell me a little bit about Pedal to the Metal?
Yeah, Pedal to the Metal is just a real fun song, and I mean, it just kind of came to me. It was just a fun, fast, upbeat song, and the guys gave it a good punch, you know, when we went in to record, so it came out pretty rocking and pretty awesome, I think.
Well, at the moment, and believe me, I've just been told 1,761 requests to date and climbing since we've been playing it. We did start off playing it without saying anything to anybody, we just played it, you know what I mean? And, well, people around the world just connected with it, wanted to know more. They wanted to know who, what, when, where, how, and when are we doing the interview. We're doing it now. And believe me, they are loving it. I think you've made a connection with our audience, I really do. So right here at Galaxy is Ali Randolph. Yes, she's joining us live, and she's put the pedal to the metal. Gosh, it's hot in here. Tim, really? With the TV crew, how can you possibly say that? He says, and I quote, wouldn't miss it. What happens on the bus stays on the bus. No, not with the TV crew. Come on. You're talking to a seasoned professional.
Not quite, right?
Yeah, no. Don't believe it.
Tim, meet Ali.
Yes, Tim, meet Ali. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Gosh, what's the temperature where you are?
It is. Let's see what it is. It's pretty warm. It's like 64 right now.
Oh, it's exactly 64 here as well.
Oh.
Okay. Well, if
a little
you...
cloudy and just kind of one of those blah afternoons.
Problem is, in here you have to add at least another 10 to 12 degrees because of all the computers and everything. And,
oh yeah, everything's running hot.
and we have Kiwi air conditioning.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. Open the bloody window, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Dear. So, I did warn you after this we'll be taking a few photos and doing some funny things and stuff.
Absolutely.
I also want to talk to you very, very quickly about putting you in a magazine that we are friendly with. There's a friend of ours that comes out of India. In his region, there's about 8 million people, and I'm sure he knows each and every one of them by first name, to be honest with you.
Oh, wow.
But I've spoken to some people in the game, critiques of all people that, you know, look at magazines and say, that's good, that's bad, that's shit. Most of them are saying that this magazine is poised to be the next Rolling Stone. It's really good.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
And with your permission, I'd like to get Barbara to introduce you to Jay from Lazy Indie magazine. Barbara, have a check of that. There you go. Lazy Indie magazine. Loving the cup, mate. Loving it.
That's awesome.
Only got it the other day. You know, I'm curious, Ali, I really, really am, and I'm just wondering, how are you going to get the Rolls Royce and the carry-on luggage when you come here.
Oh yeah, we'll have to fold it up real tight. We'll have to iron it out, you know.
Exactly. Can you pass it, hairspray or something? You don't look at it and say, it's only small.
Yeah, it ain't that big. I can manage it.
Yeah, it comes with handles.
Absolutely.
Oh dear, what have we got going on?
Fine lady.
Yeah, sorry, Ali, I've got a funny buzz going on in my hearing. So, I'm not sure what's going on there. Guys, what's happening?
I don't know what's happening.
No?
Something.
Anything happening now? Sorry? No?
Can you hear me?
Ali, can you say something for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going over there? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I just can't hear myself, to be very honest with you, which is, maybe a blessing in disguise, to be very honest. Let me just check. No, not going well at all, actually. So, oh well, never mind. I tell you what, we'll just wing it. Take these things off. Gosh, dear, dear. Not sure whether the microphones are working. That's the problem.
Yeah, I believe you. Well, on this end you're good, but
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're through this.
Yeah, I'm through another microphone here, you see. Not through the desk mic. So, well, I tell you what, we'll just give it a go anyway. What do you reckon?
Let's do it
And,
for Facebook Live.
well, Ali, I got to be honest with you, way over 3,500 requests for Crazy Ass Mama. Your mum must love this.
yeah, she's eats it up. She said it's becoming really hard work for her to be the crazy ass mama. She's always been wide open, but now it shows her like, hey, come here, you gotta see this person. Grab this person to dance. Do this, do that. And so at the end of the night, I think she's actually more tired than we are.
Is she in the room with you?
Yeah, well, she's right out here.
Come on, Mum. Come on, introduce yourself.
She'll make her way in here in just a second. Oh, wow. Yeah, she's a good one for sure.
You must be proud of her.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Dear.
Here she comes.
Oh, Mama.
Hello.
Hello, Mum. How are you?
Well, I am fine. How are you this lovely night?
Oh, look, I'm honoured to meet you, madam. I really, really am. I'm just saying to Ali that when she comes to New Zealand, we would love to have you join her. You never know what sort of trouble we can get up to.
Oh, I know. I'm trouble in the making.
I've got a TV crew. We can have a hell of a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You never know.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. Mum, what's your first name?
Pat.
Pat, it is an absolute pleasure to meet you. I'm Grant, and there's about a half a dozen other people in the room here. They're all sitting there going, Grant, it's time to move on. But Pat, thank you so much for supporting such a talented young lady.
Oh, we have a ball every weekend.
I bet you do. And I want your daughter to bring me some of that mason jar stuff.
Okay, we can do that too.
Nice, we'll share it. What do you reckon, Mum?
Yeah, well, that works.
Awesome. We're going to have to move on. I've been told, people are using sign language now because I have no headphones on. But we are going to have to move on. So, Ali, tell me a little bit about Crazy Ass Mama. How did this come around? Where did the lyrics come from?
I mean, in all the shows, everybody's always loved Mom, and they're always like, oh, where's your mom? So I've just always called her my crazy ass mama, and finally I just thought, well, I'm going to write a song, and it just kind of came together. She had no clue about it. And we practiced it at times that she wasn't around, and we had a show on the lake a couple summers ago, and I told a friend, I said, here, film Mom's reaction, because I had a song, she loved Tornado by Little Big Town, so every time we done that song, I'd say, this goes out to my crazy ass mama. So she was sitting at the table. She's like, yeah, I know what this one is. I'm ready to dance, you know. And then we started into the song, and she looked one side, and she looked the other, and she's like, I don't know this one. And then we started into it, and she's like, oh my gosh. So she was up dancing on the poles and getting wide open after that.
Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. Mum, I can just see you in that Rolls Royce too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I do it all.
She rides in the back. She likes to be chauffeured.
As you do, absolutely. So, moving on, we better play the song. Yes, absolutely, boss. Here is Ali Randolph, A Galaxy and Crazy. Ask Mama. I don't know what happened to the headphones on the mic then. We need to get engineering onto it, please. Oh dear. Gosh, it's hot here. It is. So, Pat. Yes, you were going to say something. Tell me.
No, I'm just getting situated here.
Are you? Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to sit in the drawer.
Fair enough. Well, you know, I've put babies in drawers before today. And Pat, are you familiar with Lord of the Rings?
Oh, yeah.
Middle Earth is about an hour and a half away from this office right now. So when you guys come here, we'll have to take you and show you the set. It's still very, very much exactly the way it is in the movie.
Wow,
Well, that'd be cool.
Well, actually, the crew will have to take you. I'm not allowed back in.
Oh gosh. She probably won't be either after we get done.
Well, I was telling Ellie that I actually went to university with Peter Jackson way back in the day. But, well, you see, I went to the Middle Earth and I had an issue with one of the security guards there. So, yeah, it's strange how suddenly one of the security guard carts went missing.
Oh no.
After 2.5 years, it was in the newspaper too, they found it in the local lake in Rotorua.
Wow.
Yeah. You see, I got a helicopter pilot's license. I'd fly rotor, right? So I kind of picked it up and dropped it in the middle of the lake for them.
Oh, no.
So funny.
I like to do stuff like that.
Well, you know, I was rather surprised they actually found it.
Crazy. Wow.
I was talking earlier about New Zealand. We have 3 islands down here now. We do some crazy stuff. I've got to be honest with you, my friend. You've got to be half nuts to work here. You've got to be full nuts to live here, to be honest. But have you ever heard of Queenstown?
Yeah.
Yeah, not Queensland. That's in Australia. That's the place where men wear long dresses, high heels, and drive fast, and call drag racing apparently. But
And they don't wear underwear.
no, that's Scottish.
Okay.
I know what a Scotsman wears under his kilt. Yeah, his shoes.
How funny.
Shoes, yeah.
But in Queenstown in New Zealand, it's a little boutique town come city where all the A-listers from around the world go and get away from everything, including the paparazzi. It's where they take their significant others and stuff like that, go and have some fun. Shania Twain owns property down there. Kevin Costner was down there pre-pandemic, same with Keanu Reeves, Tom Cruise, all of those guys, they go there. You never know who you might run into, but Pat, I got to be honest, you don't want to run into me down there.
Oh, really?
No, I'll throw you off a bridge. We have a thing down there. A good friend of ours invented the sport. It's called bungee jumping.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And well, you're not Australian, so we'll attach the bungee.
Gotcha. That would be fun to do. I don't know if I can do it for my feet, but I guess if I've done the hardest thing, I can probably do that.
Ali, we're going to wrap it up right now, but please don't go anywhere just yet, okay? Well, I'm going to try anyway and get these headphones working. If nothing else, today, believe me, it's been an absolute adventure. If nothing else, For poor Ali Randolph, she's had to put up with me yet again. And Ali, I've got to say, welcome back to the family, my friend. Are you looking at coming back in the near future? And believe me, a number of years is a long time. Are you?
That is a long time.
Are you recording more? Are you looking at releasing more music?
Yeah, well, but we just released that EP, so we're letting it kind of ride its wave here and getting the songs out to everybody. And y'all please go, download and stream and all that good stuff. And we're going to be working on some new stuff. Like I say, we have Mr. Dan Wise, who is awesome in the studio now. So we're going to be getting some stuff out a little bit quicker than normal due to that. So that'll be wonderful. And we hope by next year to have a full-fledged album out for you guys. And we just appreciate everybody's continued support. And thank you so much for requesting the songs. And that's awesome. Just thank you guys so much for that.
Well, Ali, and let me tell you, this is primarily about promotion for Ali Randolph, to be very honest with you. How would you like to do me a couple of voice drops on MP3, going, hi, this is Ali Randolph, you can hear me on Galaxy 107 FM. The more times people hear your name, hear your voice, the more times they want to go and find out more about you, you know what I mean? So we would be honoured to be able to play a couple of those voice drops here at Galaxy. We really, really would. At the same time, are you familiar with the Galaxy artist page on Facebook?
Yeah.
Use it. Please use it. There is so many people that look in there. There really is. People from record labels, people that have venues, managers, booking agents, ordinary people like myself. Go and have a look in there, literally, and find out what's going on. Believe me, if you've got a new song, a new poster, you're going to the opening of a shoebox. I don't care. Promote yourself. It's free. Use it, because so many people want to go and have a look. And we've had a huge amount of people wanting to ask questions of you. Unfortunately, we don't have the time, and some of them weren't appropriate anyway. So, actually, we wouldn't do those. But please, hang in there, my friend, because next I want to do a couple of crazy things with you and talk about Lazy Indie Magazine and getting you into that. In the meantime, folks, you have a very happy and successful day. It is 26 minutes away from 1 o'clock in the afternoon, New Zealand Standard Time. And we want to say how happy we are to be in association with Rise Up TV, Big Records, Sony Music, The Orchard, here at Galaxy. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music The Orchard.